Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show to talk about the final game of a 3-game series here in this NL East matchup. The New York Mets, they sweep the Philadelphia Phillies. They win 4-3 in extra innings. So these last few games I've covered with baseball been pretty close. Besides last night with the Mets winning 5-1. This is a good series win for the Mets, man. A series sweep, I should say. Actually, the Phillies, man, they're now 13-12. Zach Wheeler gave him a good outing, I thought. But the bullpen, I don't know if I can fully blame the bullpen, but this team just isn't that, good, man. I'm not sure what else to say about the Philadelphia Phillies that I have not said. I'm talking about the Mets, though. They're 12-1 at Citi Field this year. There's so many teams, these good teams that are just, freaking unbeatable at home. But, I was talking about, mentioning Zach Wheeler threw 107 pitches today. He went 6 innings. 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts from Zach Wheeler. Yeah, Brett Beatty's first homer of the year will be off Zach Wheeler. But, yeah, he went 6 innings with only 2 runs. He's still really damn good. One of the most underrated pitchers in baseball. He's been for a few years now. But how many years are they going to waste Zach Wheeler? He brought the heat today. 6 innings. He had a 44% whiff rate in his fastball and 32% overall. His command wasn't perfect, but when the 4-seam is cooking like that, it doesn't need to be. And he was out there cooking, man. But the bullpen, wouldn't say was the main reason they lost, but the offense just isn't getting run support, man. I don't know, man. The offense isn't really getting run support. Well, they did in the top of the 10th inning. They took a 3-2 lead with Castellanos with his RBI single, but then they didn't score, and then RBI double from Pete Alonso, and then Sterling Marte wins it. Jordan Romano to close the game. They let go of Jeff Hoffman for this guy, by the way. And you can sit here and you can sit here and say, oh, the offense didn't do enough, which, sure. But they took a 3-2 lead to the top of the inning. Harper and Schwarber went over, and they couldn't score the bases loaded, 1 out multiple times. But you still had the lead in extra innings, you fucking idiot. If Romano doesn't suck ass, we probably win the game. They chose him over Jeff Hoffman. And that alone should make him not the general manager. Send Jordan Romano, they might need to get rid of him, dude. His fastball, look, I'm not sure why he didn't throw it anymore. But I just don't know how you ran this team back with little to no changes and a better bullpen. And a much worse bullpen. This really isn't just a slump. It's been a 3-year slump. Where the teams have been better before this year, but they couldn't win. This team's been ass all season, bases loaded twice. You score no runs. That's the thing that's been going on with the Phillies, man. They've struggled to score the runners in scoring position. This team has regressed. It's not just an overreaction. They don't have the bullpen they had last year. The offense isn't as good. They struggle to score the runners on. I'm not sure what else to tell you, man, about these Phillies. Oh boy, you get to cover their next series against the Chicago Cubs. If I even do that. Matt Stram. 1 inning, 1 hit, no earned runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. So then you transition to the bullpen. Then you go to Jose Alvarado. 2 innings. 2 hits, no earned runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts from Jose Alvarado. And then Jordan Romano, 0.2 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 1 strikeout for Jordan Romano. This dude is ass. Wasn't he ass last year? After the Phillies, they dropped 13-12. They had 11 hits, so the thing is, they are getting hits. They are just not driving them in a lot. They scored 2 in the 4th and then 1 in the 10th. Trey Turner, 1 for 5, an RBI for Trey. 1 for 5 for Harper. Actually, Harper had a hit. Schwarber 0 for 4 and a walk. Castellanos 1 for 4, walking an RBI. Romero 0 for 4 and a walk. Bone 3 for 5. Sosa 2 for 3. Stott 0 for 1 and a walk. Wilson 1 for 2. Kepler 1 for 3. Rojas 1 for 3 and a walk. And Stevenson 0 for 1. So now the Mets, they improved 18-7. They had 10 hits for 4 runs. They scored 2 in the 2nd. They scored 2 in the 10th. Their starting pitcher today was David Peterson. He went 5.1 innings, 8 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts for David Peterson. Wasn't great today. Gave 8 hits, but only 2 runs. They had to use a lot of their bullpen. Brazil Man, 1 inning, no hits, no earned runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Danny Young, 0.2 innings pitched, no hits, no earned runs, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. Jose Butto, 1 inning, 1 hit, no earned runs, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. Edwin Diaz, 1.1 innings, 1 hit, no earned runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Max Kranick, 0.2 innings pitched, 1 hit, no earned runs, 1 walk, no strikeouts. And for the offense, Lindor, 2 for 4 and a walk. Soto, 1 for 4 and a walk. Lonzo, 1 for 5 and RBI. He's been great this year. Nemo, 4 and a walk. Vientos, 1 for 5. Winker, 1 for 3. Marte, pinch hitting, 1 for 2 and RBI with a game-winning single. Taylor, 0 for 4. Beatty, 1 for 2, 2 RBIs for a 2-run homer. First of the year, Acuna 1 for 3, Singer 0 for 3, and Luis Torrens 1 for 1 pinch hitting. So there's all your stats here. 4-3 Mets win. They get a sweep. Ass wiping. So yeah, that's really all I say for this game. So I'll do a quick NFL news here. Alright, so let's get into some NFL news to end this video. So thanks for tuning in if you just wanted to see the recap. But if you want to stay here for some NFL, some of the latest news, welcome in. So the Bears, they're looking to move up from pick number 10, and 6 teams ahead of them are open to the idea of moving back per P. Leonard NYDM. The Bears want to move up. My guess would be Genty. And it's a risk that he'll even be there at 10, so I felt they want to move up. They want him really damn bad. So there's 6 teams that had him open to the idea of moving back, because they desperately want Ashton Genty. So Kyle Brandt come to the defense of Shedeur Sanders after the anonymous criticism against them. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, every teammate of his said he's one of the best teammates they could have and a true leader. An assistant coach said otherwise. I don't know, man. I can't speak because I don't know dude personally. Look, I'm not sold on him being a great NFL quarterback, but the way the media and even coaches have handled everything is just kind of unprofessional and disgraceful. And they say be professional, but yet some of these assistant coaches can't be professional. Make sure he calls it. Hell if I know. I don't know him personally. Fuck if I know. So, the Eagles are declining wide receiver Jahan Dotson's 5th-year option. They acquired him last season with the Commanders. He gets a Super Bowl ring, though. So, Steelers wide receiver George Pickens is, and I quote, more available than people think. And the Packers have serious interest in AFC GM, said the Schultz report. The Packers have serious interests, apparently. It's just not in their DNA to spend that much on 2 wideouts. Pickens is more valuable than people think. Green Bay's been serious, and they're not the only ones. I don't know. if they're going to trade him. They don't need a drama headache like George Pickens. So rumors, the Rams want to potentially trade up in the first round for a tight end after missing out on Brock Bowers last year. I mean, you have Tyler Warren, you got Colson Loveland. I mean, sure, the top two tight ends probably won't be as good as, like, Brock Bowers, but, like, they're still good. Report, the Saints are picking up wide receiver Chris Olave's fifth-year option. Hopefully he can stay fully healthy. A report, 49ers tight end George Pitt's seen become the highest-paid tight end in the NFL, per Dan Rossini. It's worth noting, however, that Kittle has come out and said this isn't true. Why are we reporting false information, man? Why the fuck is this as a report? So, an NFL assistant coach on Shadur Sanders yesterday, he said, worst former interview I've ever been in my life. In my life. He's so entitled. He takes unnecessary sacks. He never plays on time. He has horrible body language. He blames teammates. But the biggest thing is, he's not good. Sometimes, yes, he takes unnecessary sacks. I don't think he's an NFL, like, the quarterback for your future. But I cannot speak on, if he's entitled, body language, blame teammates. The only thing I've heard is his teammates have said he's a good teammate, so. I don't know, man. I don't know if you can buy a word from these people. I don't know if he blames teammates, like how far I know if a player blames teammates. But why are these reports anonymous? I swear some of these people are just scared if they're wrong that they don't want their fucking name out there. I'm tired of seeing anonymous reports. Leak who these fucking people are saying this shit. They're trying to take his freaking stock. And who's this anonymous? Who's this anonymous coach? Trust me. And this story is breaking 2 days before the draft. Yeah, sure, man. Mark Andrews, remember the 2-point conversion play against the Bills? He said his gloves were completely soaked. Pretty much basic football knowledge to not wear gloves in the rain and snow. Rams head coach Sean McVay says the team isn't ruling out the possibility of reuniting with Jalen Ramsey, who's on the trade block. He can bring his old ass back. I'm not going to talk about Shannon Sharp thing because I don't really want to talk about that. The Cowboys were in a couple trades. Cowboys owner GM Jerry Jones, he's indicating Dallas says that none of the trade market outside deals are in the works. Oh boy, we're going to get what? Another first round bust? Bills superstar running back James Cook is absent from the team's voluntary workouts as he seeks a new deal, according to Jim Brandon Bean. It's voluntary. Report: the Bears are prioritizing an extension for offensive lineman Joe Toney, who they traded for earlier this offseason. Despite wanting to trade out in Atlanta, Kirk Cousins is present at the team's voluntary workouts. Devontae Adams says he was shocked by the way the Jets abruptly ended their relationship with Aaron Rodgers. I didn't think anybody had the balls to do. He had the balls to hit him with it like that. Stephon Gilmore, former Cowboys quarterback, was at the team facility yesterday for a free agent visit. Rams wide receiver Devontae Adams says the 49ers tried to lowball him in free agency. The Giants and Browns are both listening to calls for picks 2 and 3 ahead of the draft. This is per Peter Schrager. I don't think either of these teams are on trade down, but I thought that was interesting. But yeah, that's my recap for Mets Phillies and my NFL news video here, day before the draft. So, yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Until I'm out. Peace.